What's up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today I got a story time of probably the cringiest Riggy hater on planet Earth. This all happened about a week ago. A story was submitted to me where basically this kid who hates Riggy the Rabbit / Monkey, people are getting mad at me in my last video saying, well, actually, he's not just a rabbit. Okay, guys, I've learned my lesson. Anyways, this kid goes around class basically trying to get people into his anti-Riggy cults, which is a pretty crazy thing to try and get people into. And when literally no one joins, he has a massive meltdown in class, and it's actually hilarious. I know you guys will enjoy this story, so leave a like on the video right now. And if you leave a like on this video at this very second and don't unlike it, I will personally give you your very own free nothing. Yes, guys, you heard me right. I'm so generous. I will give you nothing if you leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new and like stories. And with that being said, let's just jump right into it. Anyway, so we're going to call a subscriber who submitted this story Colin. Anyway, so about 2 weeks ago, this story went down. It was submitted to me actually a couple days ago, and you can submit stories to me. Go to Instagram, look up connorpugs, and DM me on there. Anyways, so I submitted this story where basically this all started about 2 weeks ago. So basically there's a kid in this class who was not a big fan of Riggy, this rabbit character on YouTube. By the way, I guess technically people are saying, oh, Connor, he's actually a Ronkey, because it's like a rabbit / monkey. Guys, I don't really know. A lot of you guys seem to like the cartoon, but basically this one kid really didn't. So it's basically this cartoon character that has been blowing up on YouTube for like the last several months, I would say, probably even longer, but really the last several months, he's just gotten extraordinarily popular. Like literally every corner of the internet, you see this guy pop up, which I mean, good on the creator, man. Like it really is cool to see something blow up in kind of ways you haven't seen before. But anyways, right, I think there's a kid who we're gonna call this kid Ben, the hater. I guess he was sick and tired of seeing Riggy the Rabbit appear literally everywhere, and he got so mad that one day, anyways, this all happened one day in 4th grade. The subscriber, Colin, he was sitting in class, chilling, having a pretty good time, just relaxing. You already know how it is, just really just living his life right now. And that's when this kid, he hears this kid walking up and down, kind of like okay, so the classroom has like a bunch of desks in it. All the desks are facing forward. I mean, this is a very standard classroom, So anyways, right, this kid who we're going to call Ben is more or less just walking up and down the aisles in this classroom. And like Colin can see that he'll like talk to someone for a second. They'll give him a weird look and then like shake their head or kind of look away very slowly. Like, I do not know who you are. Please stop interacting with me type stuff. So anyways, right, eventually Colin watches as this kid, Ben, gets closer and closer and closer until eventually comes up to him. Yeah, so anyways, right, when this kid comes up to up to Colin, Colin kind of gives him a look. And this kid, Ben, is like, hey, man, I just wanted to let you know that I am starting a cult, which, bro. You can't go up to someone and say, I'm starting a cult, bro. You can say, I'm starting a club, I'm starting an organization, I'm starting a group, I'm starting a new country. That would even be better, bro. Like, you can't go up and say, I'm starting a cult. Bro, the whole point of the cult is that they don't know it. And when they know it, it's too late. Yeah, man. Anyways, so I think this kid didn't really totally understand what he said when he's going around saying, I'm starting a cult. So immediately, bro, Colin, dude, if someone comes up to me who I don't know and says, hey, man, I'm starting a cult and I'm the leader, do you want to join? What do you think my answer is going to be? Yes. Sign me up for that, cousin. Sign me up for that. Like, bro, of course not. Of course I'm not just going to say yes to that. Like, bro, what? Like, guys, I'm not being crazy here. Like, it's not an insane thing to be like, dude, that makes literally no sense. Why would I sign up for a cult? Like, I'm not being crazy here, right? Guys, come on. Anyways, so Colin's like, what? He's like, yes. The whole point of the cult is to eradicate the presence of Riggy the Rabbit. He is everywhere and he must go. That is our founding mission. Also, we meet on Tuesdays for snacks. And at this point, Collins is like, I think I'm going to have to pass on that, bro. Like, I appreciate the invite. Like, I appreciate you reaching out to me. Like, you know what, man? I appreciate you thinking of me. You know, that means a lot. It goes very far. I actually appreciate that so utterly deeply. But since you sound insane and that sounds ridiculous, I think I'm actually going to have to pass on this one, which I know is probably a bit of a shocker to you since Literally every other person that you've already talked to about this has also given you a look of, what the heck? Like, everyone else that you've looked at has already given you a look of, dude, what are you saying right now? But for some reason, you still came up to me thinking that maybe I would think, oh no, this sounds like a great idea. But dude, I'm sorry to break it to you, but how do I put this? No. Okay, I don't think he said all of that. I really don't think Colin went that far. But Colin very politely was like, nah, dude, I'm good. Like, good luck or whatever. And at this point, like, I think Ben had been kind of annoyed by being rejected 150,000 billion times already. He's like, dude, why? Like, he says it so angrily and aggressively. It's just really, really strange. Like, this is genuinely really strange. And at this point, Colin's like, well, because first of all, I don't know you. Second of all, why would I want to join a cult? Like, I feel like that's something you get tricked into joining. Like, if you're just advertising, if I want to join your cult, like, bro, that actually makes no sense, man. I don't know if you thought about it, but actually makes zero sense. And second of all, like, I don't even really, like, I've seen one or two of those, like, cartoons of, like, Riggy the Rabbit, but I don't really care that much either way. Like, it's not like I'm the biggest fan of him, but, dude, like, why would I join a cult where the whole point is to hate on this cartoon rabbit? And, I mean, I like snacks on Tuesdays. Like, don't get me wrong, I like snacks on Tuesdays, but I don't get it. He's like, why is no one joining? And so Ben is like, obviously very upset. He's like, no one else finds him annoying? And he's like, no, just don't watch the videos, dude. What? Like, it's not that hard. It's like that meme, like, guys, solution to cyberbullying, turn off your computer, guys. I know it's more complicated than that. I'm just referencing the meme. Haha. Anyways, though, so, yeah, I mean, basically, Colin was like, Ben, just don't watch the videos. He's like, I can't. They're in my YouTube shorts, and I can't choose my YouTube shorts, which is actually kind of fair because you can't actually, I mean, I'm not saying that, like, making a hater cult is fair. I'm saying that, like, the fact that he can't choose his, like, recommendations on shorts, that's fair because you just open up YouTube shorts and it just sends you videos. So, you know, Colin's like, okay, well, then don't watch YouTube shorts. Like, I don't know, go on Instagram Reels or something. He's like, I don't want to go on Instagram Reels, and you guys will see that you guys are all messing out on the next big thing. Bro's actually acting like, you know, joining the anti-Riggy cult is the same thing as investing in Bitcoin in 2012. Bro actually thinks that he is like, you know, this is like, oh my God, do you want to join my little internet company called Amazon.com, bro? No, that's not the same thing. We're making a false equivalence here. That's literally not even close. Dude's not even the same ballpark with this statement. Anyways, though, so Ben is obviously getting really, really mad, which is kind of funny because, oh no, bro, like, they're not joining your impromptu cult with people that don't even really know you that well. Like, oh no, man, that's so crazy. Anyways, though, so he storms out of the room. And at this point, the teacher comes in because this was all going on like a couple minutes before class like actually starts. And at this point, like Colin is kind of looks at one of his friends who kind of saw the whole thing go down. He's like, bro. And Colin's friend is like, dude, that's like, I've seen this kid before. Like, I've seen Ben before a couple times, but I didn't know he was actually psycho. Like, I didn't know this kid was actually unhinged like this. Like, that's actually kind of funny. Anyways, though, so they kind of go back to paying attention in class. Well, Colin admits to me, like, paying attention in class basically just kind of means going on his phone and playing Clash Royale with 1 bar of volume. Anyways, though, so given some time, like 10 minutes or so, the door opens up and Ben walks in. So immediately Colin thinks, okay, well, maybe Ben just need to step outside, I don't know, like cool down or something. Like probably bro just needed to go out there to release a little bit of steam, you know, increase the ventilation, you know what I mean? Like he's still pretty mad that no one was joining his Riggy the Rabbit hater cult or something. Which is pretty insane in the first place. And because people weren't joining his impromptu cult, like he got super mad, which, you know what? Sometimes you just got to take a chill pill, man. Sometimes you got to step out of a situation and calm down. And Colin was about to applaud Ben's such maturity, his emotional maturity, to know that all he really needed to do was to just simply step outside and all of his problems would go away. Honestly, he was about to, you know, give a bow. Was really about to applaud him for such emotional maturity by doing this. But let me just say that Ben was not taking a chill pill. In fact, he was taking a rage pill. Bro actually decided to take the red pill if the red pill was a rage pill and the blue pill was a chill pill. Bro took 2 red pills, bro. Anyways, right, so Yeah, Ben came in furious. So when he went outside, instead of calming down, he actually just got more and more angry. You know, he's kind of sitting there stewing, thinking like, "What? They all hate me. They're all against me. They don't want to join my Riggy the Rabbit cult. I hate those videos on my For You page. Why would they want to join my cult? It all makes perfect sense." Yeah, at this point, I can't actually tell if, like, Ben genuinely hated, like, Riggy the Rabbit that much. He wanted to make a cult around hating it, or he just thought that Riggy was, like, was annoying or something, and he thought he could gather enough people around to agree with that so that he could just run a cult, and that he just wanted to run a cult at the end of the day, and he didn't really care what the cause was, and he just kind of picked really, really wrong, because a lot of kids actually do like those videos and don't hate them like he does. Either way, it doesn't really matter, because he comes into the class full rage mode. Yeah, so this kid, Ben, actually is about to lose it. But real quick, comment rabbit if you made it this far into the video. That'll be the secret word of the day. So go ahead and comment rabbit down in the comment section down below. And by the way, if you're listening to this on Spotify, make sure you rate the podcast 5 stars. And also answer the Q&A question that pops up, or the poll or whatever. I don't really know. And if you're watching on YouTube, I'm on Spotify. And also if you're on Spotify, watch on YouTube too. I'm on both of them. And finally, I just want to say a big thank you to the people who are sitting down and binge watching my videos. Meaning, like, you sit down and you watch a bunch of my videos, or you just watch one of my long compilation videos for a long time. I just want to say thank you guys specifically very much, because it actually helps out the channel so much. So please comment down below if you guys are binge watching the videos and what you do while watching my videos. I'm actually genuinely curious. Are you, like, drawing, you know, I don't know, playing video games, trying to sleep, trying to operate a forklift? Dude, I don't really know, and I'm actually really curious. Anyways, though, so Ben, he's in the classroom, right? He opens up the door, and the teacher kind of stops what they're doing because, you know, the door opens up in the middle of class, and Ben is just ominously standing there. And the teacher's like, "Oh, okay, well, like, what's up, Ben?" Like, or, okay. The teacher's in like, "What's up, bro? What's up?" The teacher's like, "Ben, like, you're late." Because remember, the teacher came in after Ben stormed off after no one would join his cult or whatever. So Ben is looking at the teacher and just goes, "Ah!" Like, literally just, like, opens up his mouth and does, like, a freaking, like, I don't know, Viking war cry type thing. And the teacher is absolutely stunned, and the teacher was too stunned to speak. Now, the teacher's actually just standing there, like, just not responding, because I don't know, bro. I don't know how I personally responded to this as a teacher. I feel like I'd go back to my like, I'd have a flashback to my teacher training, to the grad school I went to become a teacher, and I think, okay, did I have any classes that specifically told me what to do if one of my kids comes in late, 2 minutes late exactly, and releases a Viking-esque war cry sound? What exactly do I do in this situation? Oh, it wasn't covered? That wasn't specifically covered in my classes? Oh, well, I don't know what to do now. Yeah, so the entire class is kind of just looking at him with this look of, like, confusion and shock, because only half the class actually heard or was asked specifically by him to join the Riggy the Rabbit hater cult, which, first of all, is just so ridiculous in the first place. But the other half just didn't even have any context. And even the ones who did know about them, like Ben going around asking people to join his cult, they didn't put 2 and 2 together and really didn't think that this was the reason why he was having an actual mental breakdown in class. Anyways, though, so the teacher kind of, like, regains consciousness after being too stunned to speak, and the teacher's like, "Ben, like, quiet down and sit down in class. Like, you're already late and you're disrupting class." But Ben completely ignores her and just does another, like, Viking mountain cry or whatever, and the teacher's like, "Ben, if you don't stop screaming in my class, I'm going to send you to the principal's office." So Ben, like, shuts up for a second and just is, like, staring down at the teacher. And the teacher is just looking at Ben. And Colin is just looking at both of them like, "Oh, hell no, what's going on right here, bro? What?" And they're just staring at each other, looking deep into each other's souls. Just kidding. They're just looking at each other. And then Ben decides to sit down, pay attention for the rest of class, graduate with honors, actually becomes an astronaut because he is such a good student, actually cures cancer, and, yeah, becomes the president of the United States. Okay, maybe in an alternate reality, that's exactly what he does, but let's flash back to our reality. So Ben and the teacher are staring each other down. Ben opens his mouth and goes, "Ah!" Yeah, just another war cry. So anyways, the teacher very quickly and very, like, firmly like struts over there. It's like, mister, you were coming with me, and drags Ben out of the classroom. So after about like 10 seconds of the teacher and Ben being out of the classroom, there's this like 10-second period of silence. And then everyone bursts into talking. Like everyone's like, what the, like what just like, bro, what, like what just happened right there? Anyway, so Colin turns to his friend and is like, bro, do you think that kid Ben actually had a mental breakdown because no one would join his Riggy the Rabbit hater cult? And, sorry, not Ben's friend, Colin's friend. And Colin's friend is like, I don't really know, but all I know is I just texted him a link to a Riggy the Rabbit YouTube short, so I'm sure he's going to love that. And Colin's like, dude, come on now. And he's like, bro, come on. Like, that's the easiest thing for, like, you can't tell me not to do that. Yeah, so, since this happened so recently, Ben was like, he wasn't back by the end of the classroom, by the end of the day of the class, but he was in class the next day, and he was mad silent, bro. He must have been like, I don't know. He was like, once he walked in the class the next day, like Colin looked at him, stared at him down in the door, kind of assuming like, oh, bro, you're gonna like burst into screaming again or try and convince me to join your Riggy the Rabbit hater cult or something like that. But no, all Ben did was sit in the back of class, like just sit in the back of the class. Yeah, that's all he did, was he would just go back there. He was probably pretty embarrassed by everything that happened because he realized he kind of overreacted to people not joining his impromptu Riggy the Rabbit hater cult. And, yeah, I'm sure he's going to love the fact that, Colin decides to submit this embarrassing story to him and have it posted all over YouTube and have a bunch of people watch it. Yeah, so leave a like and subscribe. Peace.